Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to go from this to this in the comfort of your own homes. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how I do my nails at home. So basically what you need is filers. I've got two different options here. One is older than the other. I've got a cuticle remover and a cuticle pusher. Both a cuticle remover and a cuticle cutter. And then I also have my cuticle oil, which I usually put on after, and I have a brush too for the excess dust. I've got my base gel polish, which is from Bling Girl. I've bought this for like 15 rand at Unimart. I have a primer. I bought this at like 10 rand at the 10 rand shop, and I've got a white gel with my top coat, which I bought at China Mall, and my white gel at Unimart. So I'm going to just start off by pushing my cuticles back, and I'm going to use my cuticle pusher, as you can see, to also remove the dead skin. Yes, I'm going to use my cuticle pusher to scrape off the dead skin. I feel it works better this way. Important fact is that once you start bleeding, you're clearly doing something wrong. And this is the thing that made me stop going to salons, because I just felt so pushed, and I decided, you know what, let me do this at home. And also I'd be saving so much more money doing this at home for myself. And once I do buy the gels, they last for like at least 6 months, because I do have different color gels. And I only remove my toenails like after a month and a half. Gonna go in with my filer, and I'm just gonna start filing. So you want to file and try and get into the corners so that you are able to remove the dead skin as well, because as much as you scrape them off, there can still be some dead skin there. And then I'm going to go in with my cuticle remover. This is my sharper cuticle remover, and I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to actually just use the sharp sides and go in between my skins, just to ensure that I'm removing all the dead skins. So I'm just going to continue doing the scraping of all my dead skin and going in with my filer. So I'm not really good at shaping, so whatever shape you desire, go for, but I just usually do a plain normal shape, nothing fancy, as I'm still working on my skills for shaping. So I ended up going in with my new filer, because my old filer was actually not filing to the requirements that I would prefer, and my newer filer did the job. But a thing about when using a new filer is that it is really sharp, so it files down really quickly. So you need to be mindful and careful and try not to over file your nails as well. And yeah, so I'll just continue filing and going in with my cuticle remover, and continue filing and removing the cuticles that is still there and has not been removed when I tried using my cuticle pusher. I brush to remove the dirt from my old cuticles. I'm just going to use my brush to brush off all that dirt. And once I've removed all of the dirt and used my paper towel to clean up, I'm going to go in with my primer. I believe this is a very important step. This primes your foot or your toes, your toenails to be able to last longer. I think that's what a primer is used for. So now I'm going in with my top gel, and as you can see, I'm going to go in and grab my cuticle remover. The reason I do this is to separate the gel that has overlapped and went onto my skin. This is to ensure that my nails do not lift and my nails last longer. So when doing your gel, you have to be very careful. Sometimes you can get it right, and you don't have to do a clean up after placing your gel. But when there's too much gel on the brush, then you'll find yourself in a position where you just have to go in and clean your feet thereafter. I'm gonna repeat the exact same thing on my other foot. I'm gonna go in and start removing my older cuticles, filing my feet, and just getting it prepped to be able to start on with my first coat. So I'll usually leave in my leg in the Q lamp, or my foot rather in the Q lamp for 90 seconds to 2 times 90 seconds. Yeah, so now I'm going in with my white gel. As you can see, I had taken too much white gel and that immediately overlapped to the skin of my foot, so I'll just go in and I clean that up. My cuticle pusher is so convenient because it has that sharpness that just gets around and in between my toe and my skin, and this really just helps prevent lifting. And wherever you see you've overplaced your gel, just go ahead and clean it up, because you don't want it to get dry. You don't want to cure it, and now only when you've cured it you're trying to remove it. So I think that's the secret to long lasting nails, be it on your toes or be it on your fingers, is that it should not overlap onto your skin, because as soon as it has overlapped onto your skin, then it lifts. But yeah, you're able to clean it up if it has overlapped, and I'm just going to go in and cure that again. So once I'm busy with my other foot, I just continue curing until I'm done with my other foot. I don't stop curing my other leg until I'm done with my other foot, or my other foot is ready to go into the limp as well. You'll see how I do it in the rest of this video. So now that I'm done filing my leg, I'll also start placing my gel top coat onto it. And as you can see, I also removed the excess gel that has went onto my skin to ensure that it prevents lifting. Now that my first coat is on, I'm gonna go ahead and start curing my other foot. As you can see, I start working on both my feet simultaneously. Yes, this makes the process faster and easier. And I just go in with the second coat of gel. So what I usually do is I apply 3 coats of gel on each foot, 3 coats of my main color. So here I'll be using white, and so I'm going to apply 3 coats of white gel. And then if you feel like the 3 coats are not enough, especially on your big toe, because usually on your other toes there will be enough, you can just go in with a 4th coat on your big toe. So now I'll be repeating the same process that I've done on my right foot, on my left foot, and I'll simultaneously take turns. In this case, when taking turns, I don't really mind how long the curing lasts. I know I will get one set at least for 90 seconds, and I'll move over to, as soon as I'm done polishing the other foot, I'll move over my lamp to my next foot and I'll start working on my other foot. So now that I have applied all my needed coats, I'm gonna start and go in with my top coat. Please be mindful when using a new gel. New gel is usually, you have so much gel on a brush, so just be mindful about that. This causes a lot of overlapping onto your skin. Try and ensure that you pick up as little gel as possible, and how you do this is to ensure that you brush your gel brush, or is it the nail polish brush, against the opening of the nail polish. This is to remove too much gel from the actual brush. So let's go over our layers again. Your base coat, you will have only 1 layer of gel. Your main color, you'll have 3 layers to 4 layers of gel. The 4th layer will only go onto your big toe. And lastly, you will end off with your top coat, which will be 1 layer. And I cure my top coat for 90 seconds times 2 to ensure that it's dry. If you find that your nails are not dry, then you can just go back in and cure it. But ensure that when checking it, your fingers are absolutely dry, not damp, not feeling a bit wet or anything, because then you won't be too sure if it's dry or not, because it will stick onto the actual nail. So if your fingers are dry, you'll be able to make sure it's accurately dry as well. And then now I'm just going in with my cuticle oil, because I'm done now Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and also comment. Let me know what videos or what DIYs you would like me to try out. And thank you all so much. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope this video saves you a little bit of money, because in this economy we need to save every cent we can. And this is the end result of how my feet look. I'm so happy. Thanks. Bye.